Imagine being a puppeteer, controlling the strings of your mind, making every thought, emotion, and action dance to the rhythm of your desires. Sounds like a fantasy, but what if you could actually achieve this level of mental mastery? The human brain is a labyrinth of complexities, with an estimated 70,000 to 80,000 thoughts swirling through it every day. But have you ever stopped to think, who is actually in control? Are you the master of your mind, or is it the other way around? As we delve into the fascinating realm of psychology hacks, you'll begin to realize that the answer lies somewhere in between. Your mind is a battlefield, where two opposing forces are constantly at war. On one side, you have your conscious mind, the rational, logical thinker that makes decisions based on reason and evidence. On the other side, you have your subconscious mind, the emotional, intuitive force that drives your feelings, desires, and instincts. The battle between these two forces is what shapes your reality, influencing every aspect of your life, from the way you think and feel to the way you behave and interact with the world around you. So, let's start with a fundamental question: what is the nature of reality? Is it something that exists independently of our perceptions, or is it a construct of our minds? This is a question that has puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries, and the answer is not as straightforward as you might think. You see, our brains are wired to perceive the world in a certain way, to filter out irrelevant information and focus on what's important. But what if this filtering process is not as objective as we think? What if our perceptions are influenced by our past experiences, our emotions, and our expectations? This is where the concept of confirmation bias comes in. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs and to ignore information that contradicts them. It's a fundamental flaw in our thinking, one that can lead us down a path of misconceptions and misunderstandings. But it's not just limited to our thoughts and beliefs. Confirmation bias can also influence our perceptions, shaping the way we see and experience the world around us. For example, imagine you're walking through a forest, and you come across a snake. If you're afraid of snakes, your brain will immediately go into high alert, releasing stress hormones and preparing your body to respond to the perceived threat. But what if the snake is actually harmless? What if it's just a stick or a rope that resembles a snake? In this case, your brain's filtering process has led you astray, creating a reality that's based on your fears and expectations rather than the actual facts. This is just one example of how our minds can play tricks on us, creating a reality that's not always based on objective truth. But it's not all bad news. By becoming aware of our biases and limitations, we can start to take control of our perceptions, shaping our reality in a more intentional and conscious way. This is where psychology hacks come in, providing us with the tools and techniques to influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. One of the most powerful psychology hacks is the concept of anchoring. Anchoring refers to the tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive when making a decision. For example, if you're shopping for a new TV, and the first one you see is priced at $2,000, you'll tend to see the subsequent TVs as cheaper by comparison, even if they're still quite expensive. This is because our brains are wired to respond to relative values, rather than absolute ones. But what if you could use anchoring to your advantage? What if you could set the anchor point in a way that influences your decisions and behaviors in a positive way? This is exactly what psychology hacks are all about. By understanding how our minds work, we can start to manipulate our perceptions, shaping our reality in a more intentional and conscious way. Another powerful psychology hack is the concept of framing. Framing refers to the way in which information is presented and how this presentation influences our perceptions and decisions. For example, if you're given a choice between a 90% fat-free yogurt and a 10% fat yogurt, which one would you choose? Most people would choose the 90% fat-free yogurt, even though they're essentially the same thing. This is because our brains are wired to respond to positive framing, to focus on the benefit rather than the drawbacks. But what if you could use framing to your advantage? What if you could present information in a way that influences your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in a positive way? This is exactly what psychology hacks are all about. By understanding how our minds work, we can start to manipulate our perceptions, shaping our reality in a more intentional and conscious way. As we continue on this journey into the world of psychology hacks, you'll start to realize that the possibilities are endless. You'll learn how to use the power of suggestion to influence your thoughts and behaviors, how to overcome phobias and anxieties, and how to unlock the full potential of your mind. You'll discover the secrets of persuasion, learning how to influence others and get what you want without resorting to manipulation or coercion. But it's not just about getting what you want. Psychology hacks are also about personal growth and self-improvement. By understanding how your mind works, you can start to overcome your limitations, to break free from the constraints of your past experiences and emotions. You'll learn how to rewire your brain, creating new patterns of thought and behavior that will serve you for the rest of your life. So, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What is the purpose of psychology hacks, and how can they be used to improve our lives? The answer is simple: psychology hacks are a tool for personal growth and self-improvement. By understanding how our minds work, we can start to take control of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, shaping our reality in a more intentional and conscious way. But it's not just about individual growth. Psychology hacks can also be used to improve our relationships, to communicate more effectively, and to build stronger, more meaningful connections with others. By understanding how the human mind works, we can start to appreciate the complexities and nuances of human behavior, to empathize with others, and to see things from their perspective. As we come to the end of this journey into the world of psychology hacks, you'll have gained a profound understanding of the human mind and its many complexities. You'll have learned how to influence your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, how to overcome your limitations, and how to unlock the full potential of your brain. You'll have discovered the secrets of persuasion, the power of suggestion, and the art of framing. But, most importantly, you'll have gained a newfound appreciation for the human mind and its many mysteries. You'll have realized that the mind is a powerful tool, one that can be shaped and molded to achieve greatness. And you'll have learned how to use psychology hacks to improve your life, to overcome your limitations, and to unlock the full potential of your mind. So, the next time you find yourself wondering who's in control, remember that the answer lies within. You have the power to shape your reality, to influence your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. You have the power to unlock the full potential of your mind, to overcome your limitations, and to achieve greatness. The question is, will you use this power to create the life you want, or will you let your mind control you?